Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showcasing every permanent fruit that I own in Blox Fruits. So let me quick spin a fruit. Also, I don't own that many permanent fruits. And I'm going to go into the stock, and whatever the best fruit on stock is, I'm also going to showcase that. So we've got Rocket, Spin, Chop, and Spring. Honestly, it'll probably be Smoke. Magma, Phoenix. Alright, so I'm going to be showcasing the Phoenix fruit. And then every permanent fruit that I have. So if we go into the shop, I currently have permanent rocket, permanent spin, permanent chop, permanent spring, permanent bomb, permanent smoke, permanent ice, which was gifted to me by somebody who's usually on the live streams. I'll shout them out later. What else do I have? I have permanent Buddha, which I bought, permanent portal, which I bought. And then I have permanent Venom, which was gifted to me by KPPOOPO. I'll show you his channel. This is his channel, Mr. Fly. So he gave me that permanent fruit, so that's pretty cool. Thank you. Now, so this video does not get too long because I have to showcase a decent amount of fruits. Let me just use this swift flight and let's go over to the training dummy. Also, as you can see, I have the richest in the world title. I had 72 million money. I now have 5.2 million money. Everything that I used to have is gone. I've lost everything, and also I won't do like an awakened, unawakened showcase, even though most of them don't even have an awakening. But like, this is awakened Phoenix. So let's equip this arena trainer thing. So the first move, cremation cannon. The second move, also I could get some volume on here so that you guys can hear. Let me turn on my computer volume too. Blue flame, which like heals you while you run around. Flame Exodus. And then Swift Flight, where you can fly around. And then we got Blazing Plumage, which is which does a little bit of damage down there, and then I can just use all the moves. Actually does damage in here, and there's a tap ability, which is pretty nice, because there didn't used to be a tap ability. Or, like, there didn't used to be a V1, but when you get V2, there's a tap ability. So yeah, I basically just equipped the Phoenix fruit to do that 5-second showcase. So now I'm going to showcase Permanent Rocket. Permanent Rocket, it's a very good fruit, yeah. Missile Fist. Also, this should not have replaced Kilo. I want Kilo back. Airstrike. Rocket Crash. And then Blast Off. It's honestly pretty good for the cheapest fruit, but like, I miss Kilo fruit. Permanent Spin. We got the Razor Wind, which is like a hold down. They just reworked Spin, so it does a little bit more damage, and the moves look a lot better. Air Slasher, and then Helicopter Flight, which doesn't do damage, but it flies around like a helicopter. Now, this is my complaint. So we've got Helicopter Flight, right? Oh, shoot, I must be holding out the fruit. So next is Chop. I do have permanent Chop, by the way. So let's eat that. It goes from Helicopter Flight to just Helicopter, and they look like pretty much the exact same. Got Tackle, Dance, and then Party. Honestly, Chop is pretty good. What fruit is next? We have Spring. Spring's actually pretty fun. Or more like kind of funny. We have Knock. And this is the first fruit to have like 5 moves. Spring Snipe. Spring Cannon. Spring Emperor. Which is, it's alright. And then Spring Leap. It doesn't do any damage, but you just spring around on the spring, and then when you slow down or like lose all the momentum, the move ends. But if you're in a small enough area, or if you get luckier enough, you can just travel around infinite in the spring thing without dying. Hold on, let me kill the training dummy with Spring. I got this. Spring Emperor. Okay, next is the first mythical fruit, the Bomb fruit. Bomb is a mythical fruit, yeah. So the first move, Targeted Bomb, 4,154 damage. Second move, Bomb Grab, which does a lot less damage. Landmines, so if you just hold it down, it's a pretty big area where the landmines go, but usually they never actually end up hitting. So it honestly ends up being kind of useless. Like, come on, training dummy, come here. Yeah, step on the landmine. Now come over here. Come step on the land. Come on, bro. Just step on the landmines. It's not that difficult. Alright, let me just put some more. Okay, so the smaller area you do, the smaller they end up being. It's not even really worth making them smaller. Then we got Explosive Jump, which is pretty cool. Like, it kind of helps you run away. And then the best one, Self-Destruct. You hold down V, you lose a little bit of health, you end up losing like 3,000 total. Then you let go, it shoots him way into the air. It did 9,000 damage. But it's impossible to actually just walk up to players and hit them with that. That's the only problem. Now we have the last common permanent fruit I have. But the first Logia fruit, or like pretty much the only Logia fruit that I have permanent. So we've got Smoke Slam. So for Logia fruits, you're immune to NPCs lower than you that don't have hockey. So like you're not immune to bosses. Or like the NPCs on like the Magma Village you're not immune to. And then Smoke Bomber's a pretty good grinding one. I mean, it only does like 1,000 damage per hit, but it's pretty nice to just be able to fly around. It's almost like AFK farming the NPCs. So the training dummy has like less health than a normal person, I swear. So what's the next fruit? Permanent Ice. Just got this gifted to me today. So I don't know any combos, but I know the moves. We got the normal thing. Yeah, I got V2 from another video. It only does 512 damage, and I have a decent amount of mastery. We've got Cold Storm, which does quite a lot of damage. Ice is really good. Glacial Surge, also it is a Logia, by the way. Where's the training dummy? Ice Bird. And then Absolute Zero, which is probably the best, because you can, like, hit combos with that. And then Ice Skating, where you can get around pretty quick. And then also, instead of Ice Skating, when you don't even have it awakened, don't use Ice Skating. There's a passive ability. It uses a decent amount of energy. You can just run around without using anything on the water without drowning. Like, it's, like, impossible to drown. You would have to, like, use CDK to get away. And even still, it's, like, impossible to drown. And then Ice Skating just makes it faster. And you can do it on land, too, so it's pretty cool. And you can do, like, little tricks like that where you shoot up way higher than you should. Ice is also the first fruit that actually starts to have, like, some kind of combos. Like, you can use V, and then C, and then this, and that. Okay, of course I miss it. I think this is actually unawakened. Ice Bird. You should have it awakened. I think I have the unawakened version right now, but I have the fruitfully awakened because I have the last move. Now we've got Buddha. I'm not going to showcase it with M1. We already know when you have Buddha, you just equip something else and hit NPCs. But the actual moves are Shift, Heavenly Impact, Light of Annihilation, 7,000 damage. Buddha does quite a lot of damage. Retribution Dash, which kind of gets them stuck and shoots them onto the ground. Also, some of these moves have a pretty long charge up. Like Light of Annihilation. This charges up for like a full 3 seconds before it's ready, and then it does 7,000 damage, and it travels pretty far. But then Twilight of the Gods, it ends up doing 10,000 damage to the training dummy. It's also good for like getting away from terror sharks and stuff. Alright, I've got 2 fruits left to showcase right now. I've got Portal. There's an M1. It doesn't do any damage. Portal Dash. Then we got Quantum Leap, which actually does damage. I just missed it. Parallel Escape, which like makes you invincible or like invisible. They don't know where you are. You can kind of like sneak up on them. World Warp just lets you teleport to another island. And Dimensional Rift just puts you in a little rift where you or by yourself or with like NPCs, you just get in a little rift, and it usually helps you with PvP because you can like get out first and then Soul Guitar X. It's pretty good. And then now, my most expensive permanent fruit that Mr. Flyfly gave me, I'm very thankful for, is Venom. So we've got the Poison Dagger. And also they can walk back in here and the poison does more damage. Wait for this to go down. We got the Noxious Shot, which does a decent amount of damage because then they just get stuck in the poison. See this? You can keep them stuck in the poison while also using the daggers too. And then just keep them in the poison while the next move charges up. Like, with NPCs, this just proves that Venom's a pretty good grinding. Because the training dummy even, which heals up instantly. It made a paw, no way! Alright, the next move is Toxic Fog. Boom. Which it just does, like, some passive damage around it. Actually, it goes around you. So that when you get near them, it does damage and stuff. But I don't know why, so every time I go near the training dummy, I feel like I have to, like, combo the training dummy. Okay, the last normal move, we've got Serpent, Wrath. It doesn't do damage, it just flies you around. When I first got this, oh, it does do damage, never mind, it's got like Toxic. Now we got the Transformation. The Fury meter just fills up by itself, and then it slowly goes down when you're in the Transformation. And when you use moves, it goes down a lot. You get into this, it looks pretty dang cool. And then you got the Poison Daggers. which everything does more damage, the poison's stronger and stuff, see? And then Noxious Shot. Boom. Toxic Fog. It's a pretty big Toxic Fog. So look, the Trading Dummy stands no chance of survival right here. There's nothing it can do. I just evaporate it. And then Serpent's Wraith, which flies around. It's a lot bigger and it does a lot more damage if you can actually hit it with it. See, that does 2,000 damage per hit of the poison. Look, it gets the Trading Dummy low. And then if I just use these 3 moves, I didn't even hold one of them down. And then just dash around in here. The transformation's over. Never mind. But look, just all this toxic stuff happening at once. The NPCs stand no chance. They can't get away from all the poison it lets out. Venom Fruit's really OP and really fun. So that's going to be all for this video, showcasing every single permanent fruit that I have in Blox Fruits and the little Phoenix fruit for fun. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.